Hi guys, Mr. Banmore here. Good morning to you. It is Tuesday the 2nd of March. I'm down in year 5 today. I'm trying to find a place to hide away. You can see behind me they're learning all about rivers by the looks of it. But yeah, it's a bit of a warmer classroom, so I'm happier down here. Let's get my screen up to share with you so you can get the date on Walton. We're going to combine 2 lessons now. So Friday's lesson with Miss Ryan, where you were regrouping the ones, okay, and yesterday's lesson where you were just regrouping the tens. We're going to do both of those together. So there will be questions that you get that where you have to regroup the ones, and then you have to regroup the tens. Okay, so you're going to have to concentrate really hard and use those 2 skills together today. So can you pause the video, okay, and it is exactly the same Walt, okay, we're still using that formal written method of multiplying and writing it out in columns, but the difference today where it says multiple regrouping, that means we're going to be regrouping the ones and we're going to be regrouping the tens. Okay, so pause the video for me now. Okay, so let's have a look at this. This is from yesterday's learning where we were just regrouping the tens. All right, now some of you, I had a question from someone yesterday about where can I put this multiplication sign? I always say, put it over here, okay? Because it could be like what's going to happen now. I know that 6 times 6 lots of 40 is going to be more than, we're going to create 100, we're going to be over 100. So we're going to need a hundreds column. So I think if you leave it there, okay, then it's not going to get in your way. So let's start with this, the ones column, 6 ones or 1 6. Okay, hopefully you're shouting at me, well, Mr. Banwell, that's 6. All right, so that's the ones column done. I'm just going to put my column headings back in. Okay, I find the column headings really help me understand what I'm doing. All right, so you've got hundreds, tens, and ones. Now, I've done the ones column, fine. 6 40s or 6, what are 6 4s? And I can turn them into tens or multiply them by 10 at the end. All right, so I'm going to do that first. And at the end, I'm going to multiply it all by 10, all right, which is absolutely fine. So 6 4s, so I know that 6 add 6 is 12. And if I did that again, I did 12 add 12. And all of a sudden, that's made it really easy. 12 add 12 is 24, and I can do that in my head. And then I can, because we're not doing 6 by 4, we're doing it 6 by 40. So I'm going to multiply it then by 10. Okay, and to do that, I could just add on that 0. Okay, so 240. Now, how am I going to put this in? Because this is where I saw a few errors yesterday. So 2 hundreds, okay, that's how many hundreds I've made. And 4 tens. And there were 0 ones. Okay, so I've got nothing to add on to that 6. So my answer there would be correctly 246. All right. So you guys can have a go here. Is it A, B, or C? I'm not going to take loads of times doing this because I want to get on to today's lesson. All right, can you do it? Maybe bits of it in your head. I know certainly you can do the first bit. What are 3 3s? Well, 3 3s. I know that my ones column is going to have a 9 in it. All right, was the answer. And then what's 3 times 6, and then we'll multiply it by 10. So 3 6s, so 6, 12, 18. 18 multiplied by 10, all right, will give us 180. So my answer should be 189. Okay, and I've done that in my head with okay, I'm not asking you to do that, but I'm just showing you it is possible that you can do these questions in your head rather than writing a formal method. A formal method though does definitely help us, and that's what we're going to do and concentrate on today. So let's start with today's learning. Now this is actually another one from yesterday that I'd like us to have a go at. So let's start. Ones column, 3. Actually, have a go at yourself. Pause the video, okay? And I want to see if you are able to have a go at this because we're going to have multiple hundreds in this question. So, pause the video. Alrighty, let's have a go. So, ones column, 3 multiplied by 3. 3 3s, okay? 3, 6, 9, okay? So, I haven't had to regroup, okay? Coco Dan says here, if the column product is equal to 10 or more, then I have to regroup. All right, so if I do 3 3s, Let's try that again. If I have got 3 3s, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 groups there, 3 3s, 3 3s and 9. I haven't made 10, so I don't need to regroup. Okay, there it is, 9 1s. Fine. Now I'm doing 3 multiplied by 7, and then I'm going to multiply the answer by 10. All right, so 3 70s, and I could do it this way. I could go, remember what happens when we get to 10 10s? So there's 1. Oh, there's going to be lots of them this time. There's 2, and there's 3. Wow, look at all those 10s. All right, so I need to remember that when I make 10 10s, all right, that makes 100. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to put them all on top of each other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10 10. That is the same as one of those. So I'm just going to leave that. There's 100. 1. So I'm trying to do it as quickly as I can. Oh, let's put them on top of each other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, look. 10. What am I left? I'm in left. So hang on. I'm going to put that to the top. But I've just made another 100. All right. So I know actually, and if I do it this way down here, I'm going to do 3 multiplied by 7. Okay. What is 3 multiplied by 7? Okay. So I'm doing 3 7s. Okay. But then I'm going to multiply it by 10 because we're not actually doing just 7, are we? We're doing 7 10s. All right, so 3 7s are 21, 7, 14, 21. All right, but it's not, it's 3 times 70. So we're multiplying it all by 10. All right, so my answer is quite rightly, as it says in the place value grid, 200, 10, 19, 210 and 1 9. So my 1s are 9. So I've got 200s, 110 and 9 1s. My answer, 219. All right. Now today we're going to be careful because on the next question we're going to have ones where we're going to have to regroup like you did with Miss Ryan. Okay, so see if you can remember. I've tried to put some helpful pointers on the slides for you, so read them if you get stuck. I want to ask you actually to have a go at this by yourself. And when you get stuck, just stop. Don't panic. All right, just stop. And then we'll play the video in a second and we'll go through it together then. All right, I just want to see how far you get. You might surprise yourself. All right, so pause the video now. Okay, cool. So let's get started on this question. We've got 34 multiplied by 4. Here we go. Here's 34. And I'm going to multiply all of that by 4. So I'm using my formal written method. I'm going to start with my ones column. What are 4 4s? Well, here it's down here. It says 4 multiplied by 4 equals 16. So my answer is 16. Now, where do I write this? Can you remember back to when you were regrouping ones with Miss Ryan? How do you write 16 into your formal written method? All right, so it says I regroup, okay, and I write the 10. So you've made a 10, write the 1 there, okay, and the 6 goes in the ones column because 4 4s are 16. So there's the answer, 16. All right, I've written the answer, 6 1s there and 10 goes underneath. All right, and I could actually show you, I'm going to take a bit of time on this one. Oh, I thought I'd locked all of these in. That's frustrating. I apologize, guys. So I'm going to do 4 4s just to show you. All right, so there's one group of 4. There's 2 groups of 4. There's 3 groups and 4 groups. Now, I can't have, Coco says, if the column product, so the product is 16, all right? If it's equal to 10 or more, there's more than 10 there, so I need to regroup there. So I'm going to take 10, because that's, okay, there's 10. And that makes a 10, doesn't it? All right, so that's made a 10. So there it is. And I'm going to put that at the bottom. All right, I'm going to wait to the end. So I've made 16. Now, my next bit, I've done my ones column. All right, so my tens, I'm doing 4 multiplied by 3, and then I'll multiply it by 10. So what are 4 threes? So 4, 8, 4 threes. You can do it either way around. Remember, you can do 4, 8, 12. Or if I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to do 3, 6. I'm doing 4 threes, aren't I? So here we go. There it is. Now, remember, if I get 10 or more, I need to regroup. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I've made a 10, and there is 100. All right, so I can put that in. Okay, I'm going to put these back up to the top now. So I've done 4 times 3, okay, or 4 times 30, 30, 60, 90, 120. All right, but I'm not going to forget my 1 that I've carried on. Here it is down here. All right, so I need to add that into my 10s, don't I? So my answer, all right, I'm just going to write out my formula. So I did 4 times 30, didn't I? Which I know that I can do 4 times 3 and then multiply by 10 at the end. All right, so I know 4 threes are 12. Okay, remember then multiply all of that by 10 because it's not 4 threes, it's 4 30s. All right, so my answer is 120. All right, but I need to make sure that I remember that my 10s, I'm going to add on that on. I've made a 10 for my 1s, remember, I regrouped. So it's my answer. I add my 1 onto the 2, and that's 136. All right, there it is in my place value grid, 136. Okay, let's have a look at the next one together. Right, lots of information to help us, hopefully. So let's start with the ones column. We've got 65 multiplied by 3. Let's have a look. Now, 5 times table. What are 3 5s? 5, 10, 15. Before I start going on with this, can you pause the video again? Have a go yourselves. See how you got on. See where you're getting stuck. If you are getting stuck, see where you're getting stuck. All right, pause and we'll start again. All right. You can always go back to where we started in this video, where you're getting stuck. All right. So have a go yourselves, and we'll come back together. So pause the video now. Okay, let's start. So 3 5s. 3 5s are 15. All right. So how do I write that in my place value columns? 3 5s are 15. My 1s go there, and I've made a 10. I've regrouped, and I've made a 10. Okay, fine. Now, all we're doing is yesterday's learning, but remembering to add on our 10. So what are 3 6s? And then we'll multiply everything by 10. 3 6s, 6, 12, 18. All right. There it is, 18. But I'm going to multiply it all by 10. What's 18 times 10? 180. All right, so I'm just putting my zeros back in. And then I just need to remember to add on in my tens column, my 1. So my answer would be 108, remember to add on the 1, and 95. Okay, so there's my answer. 3 6s are 18, add the 1 on. Okay, 18 10s, add 1 more 10 is 19 10s. Okay, 195. This one, let's have a go. So pause the video, you have a go first, and then see where we get to. So 4 4s. 4 4s are 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, I'm going to write that under there. I'm going to try and move away from my practical method. Okay, and I'm going to try and go straight to my written method instead. So I've done my 1s column, tick. Now, next bit. 4 60s, okay, or I could do this, like we've been doing. 4 times 6, and then multiply the answer by 10. what are 4 6s? 6, 12, 18, 24, okay? And then I can 24 10s, okay? Or remembering to add on that one there, so that's 25 10s. So my answer would be 256. All right, so I'm adding that 10 on, look, to 240. So 240 add the 10 is 250, so 256. All right, I think what we're going to struggle with is remembering that it's tens. We've got to see what the actual, what the real value is. It's not 4 6s, it's 4 multiplied by 60. All right, and that gives us those hundreds that we've been talking about. Alrighty, last one before I get you to have a go yourselves. Have a go yourself at this one and see how you get on, and then we'll come back together. Okay, let's go through this one together for them. So ones column, let's start here. What are 2 times 8? 2 8s or 8 2s. We know that that is 16. All right, so let's get that in. 2 8s or 8 2s, 16. So how are we going to write that in? Well, that's 6 1s and a 10 that we're going to add on at the bottom. Okay, what are 8 times 3? So what's 8 add 8 add 8? Okay, or do 8 3s, entirely up to you. So 8 add 8 add 8. So 3 multiplied by 8, or 8 times 30. Sorry. Okay, so 8, 16, 24, 24 10s. Okay, so I can put my zeros in afterwards. Okay, we're going to multiply that by 10, which we've just done. Okay, so 240, add that 10 is 250. All right, so 256. Okay, 8, 80. 160, 240, okay, and then we've got adding on the 10, 256. Oh, I told a lie, it wasn't the last one. So this one, have a go again. Practice, practice, practice. 4 6s this time. Okay, again, it relies you to know, have a good understanding of your times tables. All right, you can pause these videos at any time. If you need some time to work this out, please stop. Okay, and take some time to work this out. So 6 add 6 add 6 add 6. Okay, so 6 add 6 is 12, and then I could just add that on again. So 12, and then do 12 add 12, and that will give me my answer. Okay, 12 add 12, I know there's 24. Okay, 24, 4 6s. Now this time it's slightly different, look, because how many 10s am I going to be adding on at the end? Let's see. Okay, this time we're doing 4 times 5, or 4 times 50. All right, I'm going to do 4 times 5 and then multiply it. So let's do 4 times 5. Okay, 4 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, and I'm going to multiply because it's not just 5, it's 10s we're doing, isn't it? So we need to multiply our answer by 10. Gives 200. All right, but we need to remember to add on these 2 10s that we created at the start. All right, so my answer would be 200. Okay, add on the 2, 224. Okay, my 2 10s that I made from 24. All right, so 224. Right, what I'd like you to do is have a go at the do-its yourselves. If you need to, there are some more do-its later on if you want to have some more practice. I suggest you all have a go at doing the further practice. It's a new method for you, all right? And it's something that can really benefit you working on longer multiplication. So have a go at these do-its, and then I'd like you also to have a, just to build up your confidence with it, have a go at the other do-its as well. So start with the ones and then do your 10s, okay? So have a go at the do-its. Let's just have a look at this misconception. Can we find out what this Colin character has been up to? So let's have a look. So 74 times 4, he said it's 341. Let's just have a look. Can we spot the mistake? You can pause the video if you'd like to see if you can work it out. All right, let's start off with the ones. So 4 times 4. What is 4 fours? 4, 8, 12, 16. Hang on a minute. So 4 fours are 16. That's how I'd write 16, isn't it? Can anyone spot straight away what has Colin done wrong instead? He's got these the wrong way around, surely. 6 and 1, okay? 16 is 1 10, so he's created a 10 down there, not 6 10s. So I'm going to swap that back around because I think actually that should be 1 10 there and 6 1s up there. Now 4 7s, okay, or 4 times 7 is 7, 14, 21, 28 10s. Okay, and I'm going to add on that 1 10, so 29 10s, and that should get me to 290. So I'm on 200, okay, and 90, 296. All right, and there's my answer, 296. Cool. So do-its are there for you. I'd like you to build up your confidence with that. Okay, so I'll do the first one with you again. So 34 multiplied by 4. I'll see if I can squeeze it in down here. So 34 multiplied by 4. Try and get it. It's really important you get it in the right columns, guys, to start with. Because if you don't get it in the right columns to start with, you don't stand much of a chance. So I'm just going to scroll down and I'm going to get my ruler out to do 34 times 4. There it is. All right, so first one, start with the ones column. 4 fours, we've just done that in the last question. We said 4 fours was 16, so my 10 goes in the tens column, my 6 ones goes in there, and then I'm going to do what is 4 times 3, 4 times 3 tens, and then we'll multiply at the end. So 4 multiplied by 3, okay, what is that? 4 threes or 3 fours, 4, 8, 12, okay. But I'm going to multiply it by 10. So 12 times 10 would be 120. All right. I do need to make sure I'm adding on this 10 though. Okay. So I'm adding on that 10. So 2 and 1. So we've got 136. All right. I've added 12 tens. I've added another 10. So I made 13 tens, 136. All right, so that's the first one. That have a go at the Go Deep and the Go Deeper if you're feeling confident. All right, it's just more important actually that you really get the do-its today and you understand that when we need to regroup and how we. All right, so good luck and please shout if you need any help and have a great day.